This is a conference of rabbis from across Europe who've come here to Berlin to talk about the challenges they and their communities face. They want to show that Jewish life is strong and to underline a message of, in their words, togetherness, tolerance and positive cooperation. No question that's more difficult to do against the background of the war in Iran, which has stoked animosities across the region and around the world. Add to that rising antisemitism here in Europe even before the war, and it's a bleak picture. I spoke to Rabbi Yehuda Teichtal of Berlin's Chabad community and asked him about the challenges and the response to them. Rabbi Teichtal, thanks for speaking to us. Let me ask you about security first. The war in Iran has raised concerns once again about the safety of Jews around the world. Some people would target Jews because of things that the Israeli government is doing. Do you feel especially under threat at this moment?
It is no secret that the general security situation today is quite a challenge for Jewish communities across the world. At the same time, we are looking positive with gratitude and recognition for all the miracles. This is a regime that has threatened not only Israel, but Jews around the world, communities around the world. And we are hoping now, with the help of God, that things will become more stable and peaceful.
Tell me about the special precautions that you're having to take in your community here in Berlin.
So obviously there are quite a few precautions, which we cannot go into detail, but we have, thank God, a good, trustful cooperation with the police and security services. Of course, it requires everybody to be very observant of the situation, to look out what's happening, to be very careful, but at the same time, it's important for us to stress that Jewish life should not be dictated by a narrative of fear and trembling, rather positive going forward.
Right, I understand that positive approach, but nonetheless, an explosion at a synagogue in Belgium this week is being investigated as a possible terror attack. Is that the kind of thing that you are concerned about and your community?
Yes, we're absolutely concerned about it, and we call upon all the governments around Europe and around the world to be very active, to not allow in any way or manner these matters to go over in the order of the day. At the same time, it's incumbent upon every single person in civil society to do all they can to make sure that we have a tolerant society. Let's be clear, anti-Semitism is not only against Jews. Anti-Semitism is against all of us that respect democracy.
Your Chabad movement, which is organizing this gathering here in Berlin, is one of the most visible groups of Hasidic Orthodox Jews, and it has a long tradition and institutions and active groups around the world. Does that openness, though, make you more vulnerable?
The Jewish community, Chabad Berlin, is one of the fastest growing Jewish communities in Germany. 17,000 people have used our services in the past year. 10 synagogues in Berlin and across Germany in over 25 cities. It is not only for Orthodox Jews, it's for everybody. And of course we are concerned because we are very attractive. Many people come to us, people find us a positive force of Jewish life. So of course on one hand we are quite concerned, we are quite worried about the situation, but we at the same time not only are vigilant and looking at the situation in its security perspective, we want it to dictate, the narrative should not be dictated only by that fear, rather by that positive energy, bringing young people into the fold, and that's really where we try to concentrate our efforts on.
Israel's National Security Council says that because of the increased terror threat in the context of the war against Iran, Jews worldwide should be more cautious, and they specifically suggest that people avoid visiting sites identified as Jewish, such as Chabad houses and synagogues. What's your response to that?
Well, have a look right here at the Pariser Platz, Brandenburg Gate. 180 rabbis representing the Judaism of Europe are here today, proud and happy. So of course we have to be careful. Of course we have to take the necessary security precautions, but that will not define us. Let me be very loud and clear right here today. Judaism and Jewish life is here in Germany to stay, with positivity, with identity, and with security. At the same time, we have to take into account the situation that's going on today, both things parallel at the same time, with the help of God going forward.
Rabbi, is your hope that Jews worldwide will be safer after this war is over?
Absolutely. We are absolutely convinced. This war, nobody likes war. War is never good. At the same time, this is an evil that for the past 47 years has been threatening millions of people across the world. Now we have to do all we can to make sure that after this war, there will be more peace and security for Jewish communities, for all people around society.
If I may, you're originally from New York. Far-right podcaster Tucker Carlson was in the news this week claiming that the Chabad movement is somehow behind this war in part, wanting to foment a religious war. Now, is wild talk like that dangerous for you?
Absolutely. Anti-Semitism is poison. It makes no difference if it comes from the extreme right, the extreme left, or the extreme Islam. And that has to be shut down, disregarding any source it comes from, because anti-Semitism is not only against Jews, it's against all people that respect democracy in society.
Anti-Semitism is a growing problem here in Germany as well. It has been for some years. There's more than 170 Jewish and Israeli buildings and sites in Berlin alone that are under police protection. Is that something that gives you a sense of security, or is it really just a sign of how bad the problem is?
Well, it's both. We have a very positive cooperation, trustful cooperation with the security service and the police, and for that we are very thankful. At the same time, it is sad that it has to come to this, and we hope and dream for the day when it will not be necessary. But until then, we all have to be ourselves lighthouses looking around to trying to do all we can to make sure there's more tolerance and respect for all people in society.
The rabbis are going afterwards to speak to people in the Bundestag. Now, there is one political party in Germany, the Alternative for Germany, AfD, that's been identified by the Central Council of Jews here in Germany as racist and anti-Semitic. What is your feeling about the political landscape in Germany?
It's extremely important that all parties that are for democracy, for respect for each other, stand strong today, and that the people recognize the future is in our hands, and we have to do all we can to have a future of democracy, trust, and cooperation for Jewish life. If there is an active, positive, sichtbare Jüdisches Leben, as they call it, visible Jewish life, then there is an active, positive future. And this is what today is all about. 180 rabbis from all across Europe, and that is hopefully a catalyst for more positive development of Jewish life and tolerance in Germany.
Rabbi Teichtal, thank you very much for speaking to us.
God bless you.